there's two sides of it. What was appealing to us as an organization, one is I believe real case studies. It's easy to review something after the fact and be able to say what went right and what went wrong, what you do differently, all of that. But to be in the moment, it's there's so much more learning that can come of it at the time, because at the end you're privy to all the information. But when you're in the moment, you're privy to parts and pieces, and you're peeling back the onion, and you're discovering, and you're learning, and you're making the best decisions you can at the time. That's real. That's running a business, and that's leadership. And at least in my experience over the years, I've learned more from screwing up and making mistakes than I have from the right decisions. Someone once asked me, because I stayed with the last company I was with 21 years, they said, well, gosh, why'd you stay there so long? You really should have moved around every 4 or 5 years to have different life experiences in this. And I said, that may be true. I said, but the one thing I was able, that no one can ever take away from me, is I saw my decisions play out 7 and 10 years later. People I hired 7 years ago who weren't the right hire, or people I promoted that weren't ready, I saw the impacts of that down the road 7 and 10 years. I saw what happened, what was the results of my decisions. If you go into an organization and you're there 4 or 5 years, most of your outcomes don't come out for another decade. You never see whatever came of the repositioning of a business, or the divestiture of a company, or the decision to double down in another area. You never see that. So I think with these real case studies, you're going to be able to see in the moment, but then you're also going to be able to see the impact of the decisions as it plays out. We had a fork in the road and we could have gone left or right. We picked the left, and this is what the outcome was. But we could have picked the right, and maybe it would have been right, or maybe it wouldn't have. But I think real case studies allow you to kind of see those decision-making moments and realize that they're not black and white. Sometimes it's super gray, and sometimes it's really, especially with entrepreneurs, it can come down to gut. It can come down to the environment of what's going on around you at the time, and whether or not you can handle one path or the other. It could come down to the leadership team and the skill sets you have available to you at the time. And you'll see that in a real case study. You'll see all the dynamics playing into what needs to happen.